morning, everyone. Please pick up pieces of papers under your seats, and I want your state of fronteras to lead a prayer. So put yourselves in the holy presence of God. For the Catholics, please sign of the cross. Amen. So, good morning, everyone. So we'll start our lessons now. For today's topic, you will be trying to craft your own persuasive letter and send it to the one who is addressed to the letter. So, before I start our discussion, please do take notes and keywords so that you can study it before constructing your letters. So, what is a persuasive letter? A persuasive letter is a letter that is designed to persuade an organization or a person to embrace the writer's or sender's problem, interest, or point of view. It can be addressed to any organization such as schools, banks, colleges, non-government organizations, or municipality. Individuals might be directors, CEOs, government officials, and so forth. In layman's words, the goal of the persuasive letter is to get your work done. Did everyone understand that? So, a persuasive letter is a letter that is given to a person or organization to embrace the writer's or the sender's problem, interest, or point of view. It is addressed to any organization, or it can be addressed to any organization like the schools. So if you have issues with your uniforms, you can send a persuasive letter to your principal or the head of the schools, in the banks, in the college, or any organizations. It can be also sent into individuals, such as in the school, the principal, as I have said in my example, or in any private company, the CEO, or the government, or in the government, the government officials, and so forth. So next is persuasion can be applied to any topic, including a complaint, a sale, or acquisition. So for example, if you are a sales lady, you can also use a persuasion or if you're a businessman, you can persuade someone to invest in your business using the persuasive letter. Persuasion is not only a skill to be developed in writing but also in speaking. But we will tackle the speaking later. So first is we will tackle the persuasion in writing first. So, as a result, a persuasive letter is a broad phrase that encompasses cover letters, complaint letters, petition letters, request letters, and sales letters. This is because the sender uses moderate to maximum degree of persuasion. So, a complaint letter or a sales letter may be equivalent names for a persuasive letter depending on which you reside. Persuasion letters are classified as formal letters and come in a variety of styles, including the full block style, the semi-block style, the modified block style, and the modified semi-block style. Although the letters of persuasion are professional in nature, you can include some casual components depending on the situation. While persuasive letter may or may not achieve its goal, it does enhance public awareness about the subject when you are dealing with the critical societal concerns. It may also serve as a source of motivation for others. Persuasive letter is a letter that, even though it was not implemented, or your issue was not implemented, or any special action or specific action you wanted was not implemented, but it is still enhanced the public awareness about the subject or the issue. So even especially when you are dealing with societal concerns, it may also be a use of and it may also serve as a source of motivation for others. So next is by eliminating views and relying on evidence, the letter has a higher chance of persuading the reader. The argument generally illustrates why trusting the author has a benefit. The arguments take up the majority of the letter, with at least one paragraph dedicated to each one. At least three arguments should be presented, each with as much evidence as possible to persuade the audience. The reader is assured that the author is right. So in persuasive letter, the reader should you should persuade the reader that the author is right by stating some sources or facts that or evidence that is that has the that has credentials and has a reliable source. The argument generally um, you illustrates why you should trust the author and and the, trust the author um, and the specific action that the author wanted to release in that issue. So, three common techniques in persuasive writing. First is by presenting strong evidences, such as facts, statistics, statements of experts, and research finding establishment credibility to the writing readers. To the writing, readers are more likely to be convinced in writing when it is packed up with evidence. So, if I am the reader and you're sending me a persuasive letter, it needs to have a evidence with facts and statistics, statements of experts and researchers, and research findings establishments credibility. So if you are going to only search on the internet, make sure that your source is credible and has a reliable source of your research. Number two is with the use of relevant and reasonable examples. Writers can enhance their idea or opinion. Those those examples can be based on other observations or from the writer's own experiences. So if this is within your own experiences, you need to document it, take pictures, take someone as a witness and a witness so that you can persuade the readers. And using accurate, current, and balanced information, the writer adds up to the credibility of his or her writing. If the writer acknowledges evidence that opposes his or her opinion or idea, present evidence that favors his or her opinions or ideas that will make writers' ideas and opinion more credible. So the writer needs to have a more balanced information and balanced and accurate information so that the readers will not be confused with what you are stating. So why writing persuasive letter is important. Persuasive writing is high crucial in our daily lives. So remember, kids, that persuasive writing is not only very important task is not only a letter that you can send to anyone, but it is a crucial skill in our daily lives. Providing a point of view and backing it up with the facts to persuade the reader is a key skill for you children and students to acquire. Whether it's from a TV chef instructing us to create healthy foods or a magazine article describing why we need to exercise frequently. Simply said, us individuals rely on their ability to articulate their ideas and opinions in a productive manner on paper in both their professional and personal life. It is important because we can learn something from this, and we can learn plenty of things, like when you are listening in the TV. Like for today, the elections are coming, is fast approaching, and we need someone who is a great leader, and that's why then that's why there are candidates for our presidency. President, the candidates who are running to be presidents are persuading us to vote for us to vote them. So the purpose of the persuasive letter is the persuasive purpose is to use or to convince or persuade the reader that the opinion or assertion or claim of the writer is correct or valid. So it is the purpose is to persuade the reader, or you're the one you address in the letter, that you are correct, and your issue and your claim is valid. So that is all for our um, that is all for our discussion, but I still have a lot to discuss. So I have here a persuasive letter organizer that I will be that so please pass this to the back. So in your crafting your persuasive letter organizer, there are parts there that is no, so I will be discussing it. So wait, so this will be a template, this will be a template on what you need in what you should write inside your letters. So let's start. Please open it on the first page. So crafting your persuasive letter organizer. So use this organizer to help you plan your persuasive letter. Use the tips and the boxes to guide you through each step of your writing. Draft on this page and then finalize your writing on your computer. So get clear. So here is your persuasive letter organizer. So in the first box there is get clear about your purpose. Below that is the issue. So state your issue here. So I will be giving you topics later that you can and pick one of them that you could use to write here in your persuasive letter organizer. So first is state your issue. I'll be stating the issue later, so wait. The audience, who are you going to write to whom you will be writing this letter? Claim or the problem, the problem of or the claim of your issue, and what are you asking for? In what are you asking for, please be specific in that column. So be on point and no other writings there, so that your reader will not be bored or anything. So get on point. So here is the template. So first is your greetings. First is your date. Here at the right corner of your letter, upper right corner, is your date. Next is your greetings, like hello momster, greetings momster, like that. So you know already the basics of writing a letter, so I don't need to ex- to explain that. So, introductory paragraph. Think about your reader. Who are they? What do they care about? Craft a hook that will appeal to why they care about this issue. So, you need to, you can use a Bible verse or a quote. A quote. You can use a quote that would be a very good introductory paragraph. Then state your claim. What do you your point of view? Then background. Next is the background. Give 2 to 3 sentences of background of the issue that you are writing about. You can touch on the reasons that you will be including in the essay. So, give 2 to 3 sentences of background on the issue that you are writing about. So, please, evidence and facts that is needed in your persuasive letter. Use statements or statements that are reliable and and credible. So, state your claim. What is your stance on the issue and state your claim and your stance in the issue. So always state what is your point of view about the issue. Write it down on this piece of this graphic organizer that is passed. I'm sorry. So review this. So after that, review sentence frames and use them to craft your argument. So here is yours. Next, here is your next. Your next. Virtual aid. I'm sorry. So this is the point that you will be stating your claim. So you are encouraged to modify this and make them fit your essay. So I will be. So first is here, just fill in the blanks. As you can see, fill in the blanks. I will give an example. Global warming is a very important issue and needs to be addressed. My position is I am a citizen here in Lingion, Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon, and my point of view is that global warming is damaging from my point of view, global warming is damaging our Mother Earth. And in my opinion, the cause of this damage is because of us humans that are not responsible to take care of our Mother Earth. It is in my belief that we should start taking care of our Mother Earth. We should start to be responsible with our responsibilities in taking care of our nature. We should start planting trees or anything that is stated in your claim. So you should state that is only an example. That is not the topic that you will be using later. Stating your reasons and convincing your reader. So here in the table below is stating your reasons and convincing your reader. In the past, we didn't have any problems with this. We didn't have any problems with global warming because of the technology was not very advanced before. We didn't have to cut trees to make subdivisions. We didn't have to burn waste so that our garbages so that our garbages is not so that our garbages could be thrown or disposed. But now we experience hot climates. Yeah, we are experiencing hot climates in cold season. We are experiencing but now we're experiencing cold seasons in summers, and it is important that we should change our way of life, and we should start planting trees, start segregating or start segregating our garbages. Do not throw garbages anywhere, and it is essential that we take care of our mother earth and our nature here, and it is necessary. That is all that I'm giving the example, so I know you can do the rest. So here is our so here everybody is our next is our next our next part of our persuasion letter. And next is summarizing your argument. So I believe, so for example, so here is our summarizing our argument. So first is, I believe that we should do our best to help revive our nature. We should plant trees. We should plant trees, segregate our garbages. It is my conviction that we should start in action um, to this kind of issues. So I ask you to please reconsider my 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 claim, and etc. So here is, so please do a good work, because you will be sending this later to your after crafting your persuasive letter. You will be sending it to your um, address representative. So here, this will be the topics that you will be using to craft your own persuasive letter. So number one is, please list this down. Should soda be offered in school cafeterias? Should soda be offered in school cafeterias? Number two is, should schools teach abstinence only education? Should schools be teach abstinence only education? Number three, why should schools teach financial literacy? Why should schools teach financial literacy? Number four, do all students need to go to college? Do all students need to go to college? And number five, should students take a gap year after high school? Should students take a gap year after high school? And lastly, do all students need to learn a foreign language? Do all students need to learn a foreign language? If you didn't get that, I will let Jerusalem recite it on the blackboard later. So tomorrow your activity will be crafting your own persuasive letter. Please study the crafting your persuasive or letter organizers tomorrow, or you can use it to finalize you can draft your letter in this organizer, so that tomorrow you can now start. Because after you craft your persuasive letter, we will be going to the post office to send it to your address organization or address participant. So that would be all. Did everyone understand what our topic for today? So that will be all, and I'm very thankful that you guys are listening and you are very enthusiastic with this activity. So I hope everybody will have a good day, and goodbye everyone. So thank you so much.